Spencer Negri.
And I'm Dylan Schneider, and this is our project, Save 2.0.
So for our project, we decided to redo the save statistic. Just generally, we thought it did not reward and penalize pitchers enough in an accurate fashion. So it might help to describe what a save actually is. A pitcher gets a save if he satisfies all four of these following conditions. He has to be the finishing pitcher in a game won by his team. He can't be the winning pitcher. He has to pitch for at least a third of an inning, and he has to satisfy one of these conditions. He has to enter the game with a lead of no more than 3 runs and pitch for an inning. He enters the game regardless of the count with a potential tying run either on base, at bat, or on deck. And then lastly, he has to pitch for at least 3 innings. So basically, the idea behind our project was that basically when a pitcher completes a save, he's just awarded with a +1 to his save statistic, or if he blows the save, he's awarded to a +1 to his blown save statistic. So we wanted to rework this to add a situational piece into it, to add some specificity to show how pitchers performed in certain save statistics and then give them points accordingly that correspond to the difficulty of the save, or if they make it or blow it. So the idea behind our project was that this would allow teams to evaluate pitchers not solely based on a general save statistic, but get more specific with how they performed in certain save situations, excuse me. So now we can go down to our Try It page, which allows you to type in a player. For example, I will do Kenley Jansen. You can click submit here, and it will take you to a page which displays our Save 2.0 statistic for the years that the pitcher pitched between the years of 2010 and 2013. So as you can see, Kenley Jansen in 2011 had a negative Save 2.0 rating of 3.18, and in 2012 he greatly improved, earning a 9.32 and an 11.4. And just to show you one more, I can just type in any pitcher I would like, and it'll show you this person obviously only pitched in the year 2013, and he had a negative 0.8 save rating. And then if we move down to the bottom here, I can briefly tell you how we calculate the Save 2.0 statistic. Basically, all our point values which we award or deduct from pitchers are based on the success rates of the save situations that they were performing in. So, for example, an easier save would award you more points, and an easier save would award you less points, and a harder save would award you more points, for example, and vice versa. If you blow an easy save, you're deducted more points, and if you blow a hard save, you're not penalized that much. So, and as you can see, our equation is right here. You just divide by the save percentage and then add or subtract accordingly. So now we'll move on to Dylan, who will be talking about the sequel portion.
Very good. Now I'll talk about the data gathering portion of our project. In this case, we used the SQL database retro sheet, which includes all the game states of MLB games between 2010 and 2013. Retro sheet was nice enough to give us a subs table that tells us when substitute pitchers were put into the game. In order to talk about saves, we need to know the state of the game when relief pitchers were brought into the game, as well as when they were taken out of the game. So we were able to gather some data and get the event of every time a pitcher was brought in or brought out of a game. And we were able to use that to determine if the pitcher was in a save situation or made a save or did not make a save. So it was nice to have this database in order to give us all that information, but we turned over to Python in order to analyze it all. So now we're here at Python with our data that we collected from RetroSheet and from MySQL. To start, we just read in the data sheet that we got from MySQL, and as you can see, we have the entire state of the game for every substitute pitcher in every game. So as you can see, for an example, in this game in 2010 on April 5th, Kevin Jeppesen was replaced in the 7th inning and came into pitch. As you can see, Brian Fuentes was the one who actually got the save for that game, so we know that Kevin Jeppesen either incurred a blown save or neither a blown save or a made save. And here is where we actually calculate if a pitcher in a situation makes or blows a save. To do that, we basically just compare each row of our data to the next row, which is where the pitcher would be taken out or the end of the game will be. So we have some checks to see if the next row is still the current team and he has a lead and he satisfies the 3 save situations. And then we can tell if they blew the save or not, if they gave up the tying run or the game winning run. Down here, we were able to group together all the save situations by a unique ID. To group these save situations, we took into account the inning that the pitcher started, how many outs there was in that inning, the difference in the score, and the runners on base, and as well the number of innings that that pitcher pitched. This left us with a nice grouping of save situations so that we could determine how often these specific types of saves were made or blown. So down here we have some success rates for specific save situations. For example, this save right here is in the 9th inning, up 3 runs with 1 out. And it happens to have a 99.2 save percentage. So we know that that type of save in the 9th inning, up a lot of runs, is often made and not blown. So that's why down here we were able to give every single pitcher a specific difficulty for the save that they either incurred or blew. Down here, we have a quick little visualization tool just to make sure our numbers are right, to see a pitcher's save statistics in the years 2010 through 2013.